time to go beyond the crowds to the outside of the unknown. When you are here, the past and future are just ideas. You take me beyond the peaks where I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I can't see the ground 'cause we're so high. I can't breathe, but somehow I feel so alive. I can't see the ground 'cause we're so high. I can't breathe, but somehow I feel so.
Well guys, as you can see, the 16 FE501S I picked up a few months ago is being torn down. It's winter here, and I figured over the next couple months, I want to build this thing into basically my idea of a perfect street supermoto. So I absolutely love this thing coming from the KTM 300. I really like the 4-strokes low end power. I love really everything about this bike. It's just great. So I figured, why not make it better? I'm gonna tear it down. I did a leak down test, which you'll see in the rest of this video. And then I'm just gonna be redoing the whole thing and adding a lot of really cool parts to it. So without further ado, here's the clips for the leak down test, and then eventually this bike will be all in pieces.
I'll see you when I touch down. I'ma be there for you, I'ma be there for you. It doesn't take much when you're around. I'm a sucker for you, yeah, I'm a sucker for you. It doesn't take much when you're around. Baby, I might save you one day. You can skip out on the lies, tell the truth. I feel much better that way.
I could not get over
I wanna hear a couple things from you that you didn't need to know, 'cause we taking it slow. Oh, this could be a blind war. I can always tell when you're not good. I'ma be there for you, I'ma be there for you. It doesn't take much more. I'm a sucker for you, yeah, I'm a sucker for you. I'm a sucker for you, yeah, I'm a sucker for you.
All right, boys, so basically just a quick rundown of everything we've done up till this point. All the plastics are off, tanks off. We went ahead and took the breather hose right here. I'll get in here and show them this. This breather hose will come off the back of the valve cover. Hopefully you can see this. There's a little squeezy thing. Very good vocab. So then we popped the valve cover off and put it at top dead center and locked it in. To lock it in top dead center, all we did was line up this timing mark right underneath the chain to this little dimple mark here, which hopefully you can see. And we basically just stuck a breaker bar on the output shaft and turned it slowly counterclockwise. And then once you have that aligned, this nut down here normally has this copper washer in it. So you take that out, and then this nut will thread in with 0 resistance, and it will bottom out. And that's how you lock the crankshaft. So now that that's done, we can hook up the hose to our leak down tester, and we'll see what it reads. I'll do a little explanation if you're recording.
Your boy be recording.
All right, so I got this OTC leak down tester. Basically, I've got the compressor set to about 120 PSI. I'm gonna go ahead and jack up to this. We'll adjust the regulator until this reads 100 on the dot. And then this end will hook up to the bike. As you can see, we've got this hose, which is threaded into the spark plug hole. And hopefully, if my engine isn't a turd sandwich, we'll have less than 10% pressure drop. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so in those previous clips, the engine was cold when I did the leak down test. My specific leak down tester actually recommends doing it with the engine warm. So I just decided I slapped the tank back on and everything, started the bike up, let it warm up for a full 5 minutes until both radiators were hot. The bike is fully warmed up now. I've got this in and got fresh air compressor. And we're gonna go ahead and hook this up and see if it reads any differently. The results previously just looks like way too good to be true. So I would expect probably around 5% at least. I don't really know, but I mean, if it is only 1 or 2%, it's pretty remarkable given it's 150 hours. So gonna go ahead, slap it on real quick. I don't have anybody here to help me film, so I'm not gonna show like the actual results on there, but you know, you'll get a good idea kind of if it's any different. Okay, so we went through the exact same steps again. And once more, we're reading like not even 1% drop, which doesn't seem possible to me, but I mean, the engine's fully warmed up this time. I went through the procedure that's in the instructions here. I don't know, it seems like too good to be true, but it is all road miles on this bike. This bike is never used as an enduro, never been used off-road really, besides me just taking it on gravel and stuff. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit, but I really do think this is actually accurate, which is kind of mind-blowing. And given that, I'm just gonna go ahead and resume the teardown. So that's gonna be it for this video. In the next video, I'm probably gonna take off the rest of the rear end and the front end. I might do the swing arm in that video, or I might actually do it separate because it kind of helps balance the bike. And then the engine is gonna come out, which is uncharted territory for me, at least with these. I've done it on old vintage Hondas, but never something this new. So it'll definitely be a challenge, but I have the repair manual and I'm pretty confident that I can follow all the instructions. So I think it'll go pretty well. And then we got big plans for this thing. A lot of color changes, a lot of part changes. It's pretty exciting. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.